Hello, here I am going to discuss one problem in heat transfer that is based on evaporator, and this question has been asked in GATE Code 2021. Okay, so this is one of the good question that has been asked from heat transfer about the evaporator, and here you can see the question. A double effect evaporator is used to concentrate a solution. Steam is sent to the first effect at 1100 degrees centigrade, and the boiling point of the solution in the second effect is 63.30 degrees centigrade. Okay, the overall heat transfer coefficient in the first effect and the second effect are 2000 watt per meter square per Kelvin and 1500 watt per meter square per Kelvin, okay, respectively. The heat required to raise the temperature of the feed to boiling point can be neglected. Okay, so here they are saying about the you have to neglect the boiling point. Okay, and the heat flux in two evaporators can be assumed to be equal. Okay, I will discuss later. The temperature at which the solution boils in the first effect is. So here ये एक बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन था on the evaporator in heat transfer. So here just understand the basic things what are given in the question and what we have to calculate and what will be the mechanism of the calculation of the numericals. Okay. So here if you see the evaporator, first I want to define the evaporator. So evaporator is a device used in the process to convert liquid into their steam or in any of any chemical which is in the liquid state, and if you want to convert that chemicals into the vapor or gaseous phase, then we use evaporator in the chemical industry. Okay, so this was the basic definition of the evaporator. So here I am letting you to understand about the evaporator. So here in the question it is written as the double effect evaporator. Okay, double effect evaporator. So first you need to understand types of evaporator. So according to the effect, there are two types of evaporator. One is single effect and another is multi effect. Okay, so multiple effect evaporator. In multiple effect evaporator, there are two or more than two evaporator will be in the series or parallel combination. But in the single effect evaporator, there will be only one evaporator will be there. Okay, so एक इवेपोरेटर रहेगा इन सिंगल इफेक्ट और मल्टीपल इफेक्ट इवेपोरेटर में जनरली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड एक से ज्यादा इवेपोरेटर रहेगा. यदि टू इवेपोरेटर है तो वो क्या कहलाएगा, डबल इफेक्ट या मल्टीपल इफेक्ट इवेपोरेटर कहलाएगा. ओके, नाउ अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग हियर. In this question, the perspective of this question is that we have to calculate the boiling point in the first evaporator. Okay, so here try to understand the basic diagram. So here, this is the basic diagram that I have drawn here about the second effect, double effect evaporator. Okay, so you can see here steam is flowing through this coil. Okay, and they have told us that in the first effect, steam is sent in the first effect at 1100 degrees centigrade. So if we assume the steam is entering at 1100 degrees centigrade temperature here. Okay, steam को 11 डिग्री 1100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे इंटर करा रहा है. First thing. Second thing is that second effect evaporator here, if we consider T2, here boiling point they have given 63.3 degrees centigrade. Here they have given the boiling point. Okay. Now what will happen in the second double effect evaporator? What will happen here? The vapor produced here, okay, that will be utilized in the second evaporator. If you assume this is the first and इसको यदि मैं second मानूं, तो vapor produced in the first evaporator that will be used for the heating of the materials or the chemicals in the second evaporator. Okay, first thing. Second thing is that here they have asking, they have told the overall heat transfer coefficient U1. I am assuming it U1 for first evaporator. So here it is given is 2000 watt per meter square Kelvin. try to understand the unit. And here U2, that is equals to 1500 watt per meter square per Kelvin. Okay, here I think it's clear to us now. Understand क्या करना है अपने को. And they are also asking the heat required to raise the temperature of the feed to the boiling point is neglected. Here they are also telling us that heat there is no elevation in boiling point, or boiling point effect is neglected. Now heat flux is also same, so they are saying that Q1 is equals to Q2. Q1 is equals to Q2. So this is the main clue of this solution of this question. Okay, so Q1 is equals to Q2. So if you define the Q heat flux, that is equals to UA delta T. This is the formula you all know. U is overall heat transfer coefficient, A is area, and delta T is the temperature difference. Now here, if nothing is given here, then you have to assume area A1 and area A2. So they both area will be same. Okay. Generally area used to be if nothing is given, then you have to assume that area is same. Okay. So here you can assume Q1 is equals to Q2. So here you can write U1 A1 delta T1, that is equals to U2 A2 and delta 2. So here area is same, so you can cancel out area. Now what we have got here from the derivation, we have got U1 delta T1 is equals to U2 delta T2. Okay. Now U1 U2 is given. Now how to write delta T1? So you can write U1 Ts minus T1 is equals to U2 T1 minus T2, because delta T1 is the temperature difference in this effect, first effect, and delta T2 is the temperature difference in the second effect. So in temperature difference in first effect is क्या होगा first effect में temperature difference, so Ts minus T1, because here steam is entering, that is Ts, and here temperature will be T1, and here what will happen for this particular effect, what will be the temperature difference, so this will be equal to T1 minus T2. So here U1 is given what, that is equal to 2000. Okay, unit will get cancel out. So here Ts1 is equals to 1100 minus, that is equals to T1, that is equals to U2 is 1500, T1 minus 63.3. So if you want to cancel out, you can cancel 5 4 5 3. So 4400 minus 4T1, that is equals to 3T1 minus 188.9. So from here you can write 71 is equals to 4400 plus 189.9. So you can calculate 4400 plus 189.9, that is equals to, so here you can write 71, and that is equals to 4589.9. So that is equals to, if you want to calculate T1, so T1 is equals to 655.7 degree centigrade. So from here you can calculate it. Actually in the main gate question, it was the question was 110 degrees centigrade. Okay, so here I have assumed it 1100 degrees centigrade. So only data is different, but you have to understand the concept, what the concept is. Here we are, the question is telling about two effect evaporator in which steam is flowing in the first effect, and the vapor produced in the first effect is utilized in the second effect for the heating of the chemical. Okay, now here they are also telling area is same and heat flux or heat effect in both the evaporator is same. That's why we have if heat effect is same in both evaporator, then you can use Q1 equals to Q2, and by the heat transfer definition, heat flux is equals to Q1 equals to Q2. So that's why I have used this formula here. And area is same. That's why the calculation was very easy. So it was the basic questions from the evaporator. But yes, it's very important. Okay. So in the next year, it may be asked about some different concept on this. They can add three effective evaporator, and maybe some question the concept may be different. They can use also the effect of boiling point elevation. Okay, so like that. Hope you all have got these things. आप लोगों को अच्छा लगा होगा ये सॉल्यूशन देके, और प्रैक्टिस के बाद ये सॉल्यूशन और इजी हो जाएगा, क्योंकि ये ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है, ओनली मैथमेटिक्स था. ठीक है, थैंक यू.